In this video, we'll do our first project. And to do that, we'll not create our own code from scratch. We'll actually use a project that can be found on GitHub in the internet. So look at that. I'll put the link in the description. We want to go in DeOldify. DeOldify is something that allows you, with machine learning and deep learning specifically, to give back the colors to all videos and all photos that are in black and white. So just go there, and if you go down, you'll see examples, right? So you'll say, hey, how can I do that? I barely know how to, comment and create some variable. Well, it could be enough, and that's the point I'm making here, to actually reuse some code by changing some variables. So let's look at this. There is somewhere, if you look for it, looking for Colab, you'll see that you can find a Colab notebook, and we did a Colab video. You know how to use Colab already. So this version of Colab, let's see, there's one for images and one for video. We'll try in this video, we'll try the one for images. Feel free to try the other one. So you just click open in Colab. So if you don't see that, you might have a different link. I see open in Colab like this because I got the Colab extension here, which you can just download as a Chrome extension, but you should see a link anyway with open in Colab. So I just click on this and it brings me there. I'll put this link too in the description just in case. So here is what you have to do. It's a Colab notebook, right? So it's like the Jupyter notebook. We have a full video on that. You can look back in the playlist if you haven't seen it. And you just have to run the different cell, and it will work because it's not your computer. It's the same computer for everybody and the same code from everybody. So when you use the notebook from somebody else in Colab, it should always work if it was well done. You'll have this note, hey, this notebook was not done by Google. Yeah, okay, run anyway. So I run it anyway, and I'll keep running most of the cells. So I'll do different things that we'll learn to do later on. But now I know this code is working well. The only thing that I need is this piece to be executed by us. So I accidentally just run it too, but it will just give an error because we're missing information. So what are we missing? Look at this. You can actually understand some of this code. So here it says provide an image, a URL, and try again. Well, because I didn't provide anything. But look at this. It says source URL. So basically you could look at all the markdown and understand everything. And I invite you to do this. But if you just want to go fast and do this project, and you just need to put the URL here of an image that has to be in black and white because we want to put color back into it. So you could use what everybody else use, like this import field, or you could just directly write it down here. So first what you need is a black and white image. So I did a quick search before and I look for a famous tango singer, Carlos Gardel. Since I'm based in Argentina right now, why not, right? You can take whatever image you want. Can be Carlos Gardel, could be something else. I can take this one for instance, and what I'll do is right click. So I need to be sure that, oops, that it's totally loaded, and then I copy the address of the image. Then you got two different options. Either you just copy it there, and you'll see it just fills automatically this, or you don't do that because you understand Python, and you can just assign the variable yourself. You see here is just assigning a string, which will be the URL to this image. So I just put it here. It works both ways, right? And now I'll just run this cell. You know how to do that too. Might take some time. And I'll run a few other cells so I can actually look at the image that was created. And look at that. That's the original one, and that's the colorized one. And the funny part of this project is you don't have to do it with a random picture from the internet. You can just take some old picture of your family, old picture from your school, anything, whatever you have in black and white. You can ask your parents, your grandparents, and show them, hey, look, that's what I did with my Python course. So this version of DeOldify is the previous one. They created a better one, which is even better, but is not something you have access to with Colab. Maybe later on we'll go back to this other version, but this one is already really cool. And as you've seen before, you could do the same with a video. You got an old video footage, and you want to just colorize it, well, you can with this Colab. And if you go in my playlist, I got a colorized black and white playlist where I upload some example of different video like that, a Charleston one and some other one. So that's it for today. Just play with that and just realize the power of what you learn already. There is two different steps. There is, being able to understand somebody else's code and use it, and then actually being able to create that code from scratch yourself. Most of the time, both skills obviously are useful, but most of the time for really advanced thing, sometimes just being able to reuse something that somebody else created is useful. You might want to understand more later on, but it's a really good start. So, well, just show off. You can do that now. If you got any kind of issue, please comment. But using Colab and doing exactly following this link and just putting an image here should perfectly work. So we'll continue learning Python, but now you already have a good example of something that can be done pretty fast. See you soon.